What is strategy? You know, recently I was in a room full of top directors, even CEOs, 12 people. And I went around the room and I launched the question. And I said, folks, what is strategy? And you know what? In 1.5 hours, I got the most amazing answers. These were, complex, very interesting, very well constructed strategic definitions, of great, fantastic. But here was the question. At the end of that 1.5 hours, and the other interesting thing was that all 12 definitions were quite different from each other, My question at the end of it was, which one of these 12 can I actually take and apply it in my business and generate real business success and outcomes tomorrow? And that left a very big gap in the answer. So the point is that strategy is much simpler than we realize. What is strategy? Let's answer this question, and we'll explore it, we'll elaborate on it at another time when we meet together. But think about this. What is strategy? Strategy, strata, street, strat. Would you agree? It is the route to our destination. It is not the destination. Whatever your destination might be EBITDA growth, top line growth, market share growth, whatever it is, launching some great innovation or curing some people with something, whatever your objective is. And this applies not only to commercial organizations, but as much to public and to charitable organizations. It's exactly the same. So the point here is, what is strategy? It is the route to your destination. In business or in any organization, there is only one place you will find the route to your destination, bar none. Can you think? There is only one set of routes in any organization which will actually take you to your destination, bar none. It's your market and its values, your customers and their values. No other route will take you to your destination. So strategy is the route. The only route is the market and its values. Then that is the starting point of everything. Your resources, your planning, your people, the processes, the IT, the production, how you're going to promote it. Everything else is a function of the route, which is your market and its values. And values is probably one of the most misunderstood words in business today. We don't understand. When we talk about value, you know what we're talking about most of the time? We're talking about added value. It's nice, but it's too ordinary, folks. Added value is you take your car for a service and someone washes it for you. You buy a Happy Meal and you get a toy. It's nice, but it's not value in itself. That is something we need to understand. What are we talking about? So if you plan your business, your organization, your function, your project, even every single transaction that you're making, every decision you're making becomes strategic. That is when you get the simplicity and the power of what your talent is, what your product is, what your service is, to really take on a shape and generate results for you. Recently, facilitating an entire strategic process for a corporation of 2,000 people in 18 months by applying this very simple strategic process, which we call at TRP the tree of planning, but let's not complicate that. We'll discuss it at another time. By installing that, we generated 27.5% EBITDA just in growth in 18 months. It's got to be as real and as living as that, right, folks? So, in essence, this is what strategy is. The market and its real values, how we understand those, we will discuss, and everything is a derivative of that. When you come down to your budgets, they need to be linked to strategy. What happens in business today? Someone is developing a strategy, maybe the executive directors are developing a strategy. Someone else is developing critical success factors. Someone is developing performance measures. Someone else is working on budgets. You see this. Someone is developing missions and visions and so on. Someone is talking objectives. And how do these things linked up? Most often they don't. And that is why most often we have communication. We're not aligned. We're not aligned to each other. We're not aligned to a common purpose. So what is alignment? It is a strategic issue. We will talk about this as well. It is actually very simple, right? So alignment, strategy, planning, resources, finances, everything, performance, measuring it, all of this needs to be done correctly. And there, whether it's through a training process or whether it's through a facilitated transformation process, it's all about empowering you and your business to achieve the kind of success you deserve from your products, your services, your talents, and of course your ultimate potential.